Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Our Last Leg. You've got me, Nicky G, and my favorite co-host,
Jonny G. How the fuck are you doing, brother?
I'm good, my man. I'm good. It feels so good to be back in the saddle. NFL being gone is probably the worst time of my life. The saving grace for me gambling, though, is UFC, man.
Yeah, dude.
UFC is the saving
you know what's
grace.
not? Fucking MLB. I am done touching pitchers and batters for a hot minute. I'm sure everyone says the same thing. But
I guarantee it.
Underrated sport that I got into over the offseason, NHL. Tennis. Actually, tennis.
He's a tennis guy now.
The only thing, though, when these favorites, minus 4,000, they just have one bad day, man, and
it's wraps.
It is wraps. Before we even dive in, we got to say it, guys. Welcome back to Our Last Leg podcast. And I just want you guys to know that we love doing this with you guys every single year. We're going to try to do this every single year. So be sure to like, subscribe, share. Speaking of we're going to try to stay consistent with only YouTube. But for social media, we will always stay active. Instagram, TikTok, and obviously YouTube. So feel free to give us a follow and a shout out.
I just want to take it all in for a minute.
Man.
It's so good to be back.
I'm getting lost in my own words just because it's.
I know.
Gotta get in that groove again, right?
Exactly. It takes a minute to get right back into it, but once we do, man, we're firing on all cylinders, and I can promise you that we're going to be delivering great intel, great reads, and always good SGPs.
Yes, sir.
This is just such a good feeling to be back.
Surreal, right?
I'm lucky enough to get to go to the Colts opener on Sunday, which is going to be very fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Round of applause. I love it.
Who do they play again?
To play the Dolphins. Playing the Dolphins. It'll be really cool to see Tyreek Hill if he gets to go at full speed.
You better.
Because the one game we went to and we got to see Jonathan Taylor hit 22 miles an hour in person.
Yeah.
That was insane. It's crazy that a human can even run that
man,
fast.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Against the cheetah in Miami now. This is here in Indy, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I want to start this off because there's been a lot that happened this offseason, and it took me a minute to catch up on all of the notable trades or pickups from free agency that happened.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rattle this list off real quick.
Let's get it.
Just so everybody has an idea, because I as well did not keep up with everything. So here we go. Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers. DK Metcalf to the Steelers. Sam Darnold to the Seahawks. George Pickens to the Cowboys. Geno Smith to the Raiders. Minka Fitzpatrick to the Dolphins. And Jalen Ramsey to the Steelers. Terrible trade. Joey Bosa to the Bills. I did not know that. That flew right under the radar. Stephon Diggs to the Patriots. Justin Fields to the Jets.
Honestly, I didn't even know Stephon Diggs was a Patriot until yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. That's so fucking funny because I was just looking like, let me see what future bets I can make. And I saw Stephon. And
it's a great pickup for you guys, man. As long as he can stay out of.
You can give it to him, right?
Cardi B.
Oh, yeah.
He should be money.
Sticky booty.
Justin Fields to the Jets. Jair Alexander to the Ravens. Great fucking pickup from the Packers. Evan Ingram to the Broncos. Great win for the Broncos. Debo Samuel to the Commanders. Jonnu Smith to the Steelers. Russell Wilson to the Giants. Micah Parsons to the Packers. And DeAndre Hopkins to the Ravens, baby.
I didn't know
Love that pickup. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Because I think he just went to the Chiefs.
Chiefs? One season? Interesting.
Yep, just 1 year. I think they just had him on a 1 year deal. And I think at this point, he's just kind of ring chasing, which I don't blame him. Hell of a career. It'd be a perfect way to end it with a ring right on top of that finger, man.
That's true.
Week 1. Do you want to bring us in for the first game? You guys already know what the first game's going to be. I guarantee it. Say it right now. You are correct. Go right ahead.
Thursday night football.
Woo-woo!
We got the Cowboys versus the Eagles in Philly. The line's sitting at 7.5 favoring. Who do you think?
The Eagles.
The Eagles. The over and under is at 47.5. Pretty average, I would say, looking at a game like this. So with that being said, I think this is a breeze to talk about, to be honest with you. As far as entertainment goes, the Cowboys are pretty damn entertaining. If you ask me, pre-playoffs.
Yes. That's one of my notes.
That's the biggest key factor here against the reigning Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. So some key points here, like you mentioned, Micah Parsons is no longer with the Cowboys.
Correctamundo.
He's now a Green Bay Packer. A big loss on the defensive end, but that might be. They did bring in a good asset as far as a wide receiver.
They got 2 first-round picks from it,
Pickens,
too.
Right? Pickens?
No. Pickens came from the Steelers.
Right, but he's now on the Cowboys.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That is a great.
Now that
great
Prescott
pickup.
actually has a new a new asset to throw to, not just CeeDee Lamb all the time. Ferguson too. He can use CeeDee Lamb not only as a decoy, but he actually has someone he can actually utilize. And I think that was something that was really important for Dak. If he can get the ball out of his hand, right? Now, I don't believe that the Eagles brought in any stars from any other team, to my knowledge, according to that list you just rattled off.
No, huh?
But as far as health,
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. So alone, the team, when they're healthy, bro, the Philadelphia Eagles, they are forced to be a reckon with. Really.
Goddamn
Clearly,
right.
They just fucking won the Super Bowl. They demolished the Chiefs at the Super Bowl. But I have a quick question. Do you think that Saquon will have another monstrous season like he did last season?
So when it comes to stat lines and stuff like that
Right.
for running backs that received
Right.
crazy touches throughout their entire season.
Yep.
I mean, the dude ran for over 2,000 yards. He had an insane amount of fucking carries. Let's go back and look at it. Didn't age well for CMC.
That was my little tie-up. Or will he be a bust like CMC?
I don't think he's going to be a bust. Saquon is a freak athlete. I mean, let's not forget the man. Who else have you ever seen do a backwards hurdle?
Yeah.
Crazy. Saquon
You
is
can do that in the game now.
Yes.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
That's the cover for Madden. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But granted, CMC, he was injured, right? I mean, to bounce
He
back or
always
something
had
like
lingering
that,
injuries.
Yeah. I forget what it was on his toe or his foot.
Yeah, I think it was something in his foot, ankle, ACL, maybe.
Yeah. But anyway, I digress. The real other question that I have here, I'm a big advocate when taking spreads on the plus when it's more than 7.5. Now, I'm not saying that's what I'm going to take here, okay? But are we going to see a reigning Super Bowl champion as far as the Philadelphia Eagles the same way they performed last year? Or will we see a Super Bowl slump? And I think it's too soon to say.
It definitely is.
I want to know what you got, just because I want you to kind of...
Yeah.
I'm going to that too.
We'll put that question on hold.
Okay.
Because I want you to hear what I have to say.
Yeah.
The Eagles walking into this game as 2-score favorites, and rightfully so. After what they did to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, that was fucking crazy. I don't think anybody saw
The brakes off of
an ass whooping like that coming whatsoever. It was 34-6 at the end of the third quarter, just to be clear. And I just saw a video the other day. It was of Jalen Hurts being disappointed that they couldn't go back out there and keep scoring on him. Sirianni's like, no, we're going to pump the brakes. And he's like, you don't want to keep scoring? Jalen Hurts is like, you can see the disappointment in his face. He's like, I want to bury them.
Hell yeah.
And so with that being said, he may not have been the savior of the Super Bowl, but the competitive dog in Jalen Hurts, I see it now. I see it. That man just wants to win by any means necessary. Doesn't give a fuck about the tush push, what anybody has to say about him. That man is a competitive dog, and the only thing that he cares about is winning. It doesn't matter how they get it done, as long as he sees a W at the end of regulation.
Exactly.
He went 17 for 22, 221 yards, 2 tutties, and walked away with 2 trophies that night. Give that man his MVP, and also give that man the Lombardi Trophy. There are so many guys that stepped up in a big way. But I'm covering the Super Bowl because we only got to touch on it. We don't do a post-game.
Yeah, and unfortunately, if you guys were keeping up with the channel, we just had a lot of life shit going on, so we weren't even able to cover most of the playoff nor the Super Bowl. I'm glad we didn't cover a Super Bowl like that, because a lot of props would have been just destroyed, because everyone wanted to go all in on the Chiefs, and they just couldn't perform. The only person that got a tutty from them twice was Xavier Worthy, if I remember.
You might be right.
Yeah, it was like 14
might be
to
right
whatever
there.
the Philadelphia Eagles had. But continue.
Everybody in that Super Bowl game stepped up. They did amazing. The Chiefs fucked up with their game plan, and Andy Reid normally doesn't do that. You know what they focused on? Was shutting down Saquon. They forgot that man had A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, and Devontae Smith.
Yep.
Saquon ran the ball 25 times. Guess how many yards?
65.
57. Pretty fucking close.
Okay.
25 touches over 57 yards.
Dude averaged like, what, 70, 80 a game?
Yeah. I mean, it was stupid. You couldn't even touch his line.
Yeah.
I mean, it was insane. But I expect his touches to drop a lot this year.
I agree.
So doubling back on what you were asking, It just doesn't fare well for people that do have a crazy season like that. It's almost impossible to repeat. It is doable though. Saquon is a freak athlete.
Yeah.
AJ Brown had a tutty. Devontae Smith had a tutty. Jalen Hurts had a tutty. This just felt like a masterclass.
Yeah.
Like they really just went out there and whooped their ass on every single
easily
aspect.
Plus 400 at least if you took those three on the same game parlay.
Oh, yeah. Way more than that if I had to guess. The Eagles' defense, though, is something to be afraid of this year. If they can end the season like that against the Chiefs, this is probably not going to go well for a divisional rival like the Cowboys.
And they were actually able to hold an average of 16.6 points last season. That's only two touchdowns
crazy.
And maybe a field goal if the team got lucky. So whereas the Cowboys, one of the most highest scoring teams, at least when they play at home, because that's where they play their best. And anyone can see that. It's apparent. They excel at home. We already know that. The downside, though, to all this is, again, it's just too early. It's too early for me to even say. And
right.
again, I love the plus 7.5.
This is all speculation at this point.
Because we don't know. No one knows how they're going to perform. Hell, Dak Prescott's still recovering from his injury. That's one. He still needs to build chemistry with his new wide receiver. CD, sometimes I feel like CD just wants out of the Dallas Cowboys. That's just me, on my own personal opinion. I don't know where he's at with that, but I wouldn't blame him if he wants to get out.
I wouldn't blame him either, but Jerry Jones will never let that man leave. He will pay him whatever the fuck he wants because CeeDee Lamb, top 5 wide receiver in the NFL.
Yes.
It's not a debate. Not a debate.
I agree with that. The only real other thing that I had to say about it is the spread overall, though. Do you flinch at 7.5 favoring the Eagles in Philly? Though after the way they performed last year with a full team, healthy team?
Well, let me tell you this right here. Last year, the Eagles played Dallas twice. They're in the same division. Eagles won 34-6 the first game, and second game 41-7.
And that was without Jalen Hurts.
So
he didn't play that game. That's crazy.
8.5 is not even a question to me, bro.
Granted, the other one they played him was with Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush, and I said it all last year. I saw the exact same thing from Cooper Rush that I did Dak Prescott.
Yep.
Short, quick dumps to CD, and pray to fucking God.
You called that.
Yeah.
You did.
Pray to God that he just keeps working his way downfield. If I read the stat sheet, and I think that they were 3-5 going into Dak's injury.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like the Cowboys were stupendous last year. This has the possibility to be a completely different team, though. And I say that with zero to little confidence. They picked up an absolute dog, George Pickens. He has the potential to make a big splash on an offense that's going to be pass heavy due to a very, very lackluster running back room. Very lackluster. Me personally, I think this is going to be Jadon Blue's backfield. That's just my opinion, though. There's, honest to God, no other option in that running back room. Jadon Blue kind of proved himself a little bit last year.
Right.
And watch for the Cowboys to go for a running back midseason or, if not, in the draft next year.
Javonte Williams, right?
Javonte Williams, fuck Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
That dude is absolute buns. He was buns in Denver. He's so bad. He cannot read a defense to save his life.
And I think I can't even remember. I saw a stat somewhere along these lines that he had 20 touches in one game and was only able to pull out 12 yards.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. I'm like, that's crazy. That's the type of shit you see like in a video game.
Yeah. I mean, towards the end of the season, like him getting 25 yards was like minus 200. Like it wasn't that crazy. Like they're like, it's kind of a reach for him to get 25 right now.
That's
he was not even worth touching.
Yeah. It's literally the flip of a coin.
Another downfall, though, is what we touched on earlier, is them losing Micah Parsons. That's a big loss in the pass rush game.
Yep.
Micah, in my opinion, he's not crazy good against the run, but that's not what he's there to do. He's there to put pressure on you and pressure the quarterback. That's his job. The Cowboys are completely unpredictable at this point in the season, and I see zero fucking reason for me to put any of my hard-earned money on them. You got anything else?
My pick.
Give me the Eagles minus 8.5. I would take the Eagles minus 13.5.
Yeah,
I am that confident in them, dude.
I think it's plus money as soon as they hit 8, so I won't blame you. I think I like him at minus 6.5. In case, again, this is all speculation. We don't know how it's going to go. For all we know, Cowboys just might excel. I don't think it's going to happen. I truly don't, let alone in Philly. But if for any reason they Eagles still win, it will be by at least a whole touchdown. So I like him at 6.5, and you can feel free to throw a receiving prop in there. If the Cowboys are behind, they need to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So you can look at CD, Jake Ferguson, his reliable, But yeah, that's my pick.
I love it. Before we jump into the next game, because we're actually moving pretty fast on this podcast, guys, I just want to rattle off my fantasy team and John's fantasy team this year because once again, we are in a league again.
We are.
I'm very excited. I got the second pick. John had the last pick this year, which I always find kind of desirable. I have won the last 2 seasons with pick 5 and pick 6.
Horn. That's true.
That's true. So my squad this year is going to be, again, this is a 6-man league. Everybody's got superstars. I am rocking with Joe Burrow, Bijan Robinson, Chase Brown, Nico Collins, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brock Bowers, Drake London, Broncos defense, and Dicker as my kicker. I'm not going to bother with the bench or anything, but I like my starting lineup, man.
Well, I guess if you want to rattle yours off, I'll rattle mine before I tell you my SGP that I did make.
I'm so sorry.
It's nothing crazy. But we'll circle back. So for my starting lineup, I was able to lock in Josh Allen. That was probably my favorite pick out of the whole thing.
I'm salty as fuck.
Derrick Henry, Kyron Williams, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans. I'm a Mike Evans fanboy. He is one of my favorite wide receivers in the league right now. He's been all reliable for me on the past other fantasies. And right now with Godwin still probably recovering from his injury, I think it's kind of a no-brainer. The dude breaks at least 1,000 yards. I think he's done it for the past 8 or 9
He's done it his entire career.
Yeah, so it's great.
I think it's like his 10th year.
McConkey, I like him, even though Keenan Allen is now on the Chargers again. He came back, I believe.
Correct.
And this is the biggest toss-up for me is Travis Kelce. The dude just got engaged. I think he's going to still do good. He's still all reliable for Mahomes.
Well, and you picked him up in what, round 8?
Yeah, 6 or 8, something like that. And I got Brandon Aubrey. I love the Cowboys kicker. He did well for me last year. The year prior, I wanted to touch Tucker, but I'm glad I didn't. The one year he decided to not do that well. And I got the Texans defensive line.
Tucker was getting tucked in all right.
Yeah, exactly. And I won't touch the bench either, but that's where we're at. We can give you maybe guys a 6-month or 6-8 week recap on where we're at in the fantasy. But for the SGP, it's
Run it off,
crazy.
brother.
A lot on FanDuel right now. There's a bunch of bonuses because it's the opening game for the whole year. So there's no sweat bets. They only have to be minus 200, bro. So it's
not bad at all.
This is just I treated this SGP as if it was a plus 400 because usually every week they give you a no sweat bet that has to be plus 400 in you to enable that bonus. So I met that threshold. I put in Saquon Barkley for an anytime touchdown. If they're already favored by a tutty, they're going to win. They've already scored 30-plus points both times they played them. The second leg, Jake Ferguson, just quick dips for a couple first downs. I can see Dak getting to him. And again, now that he has Pickens to help as a decoy,
I agree.
That should open up a couple of zone catches for him. AJ Brown for 4 receptions. That seems like a gimme to me. And the the fourth leg, feel free to stretch it how you will, but I put him at Eagles at minus 9.5.
That is solid as fuck,
And that's plus 426 with the no sweat, and it's plus like 600 if you put the 50% boost.
It's actually fire as fuck. I don't mind that whatsoever.
You cooking something up over there, bro?
Yeah, we can continue on because I had one made. I just got to double back and
It's all right.
remember
We don't
what
even know how
everything
it's going to
was.
turn, But again, this is just something I was playing with. I like it overall. I'm not going to put crazy bucks on it, but I'm comfortable with it. And if it's a no sweat for opening week, why not? I just want to have some fun.
Right. I mean, there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
My opinion. You want to go ahead and start the next game up?
Yeah, I do. You want? I already introduced this to the Philly game.
All right. Well, I will run us into the next game. You already know where we're going.
Oh yeah.
We've got the Baltimore Ravens going to go see the Buffalo Bills. Bills are favored at minus 1.5 at home. Over under sits at 50.5. The battle of the MVPs right here, ladies and gentlemen. Flock Nation has been heartbroken these last few years in the playoffs as well as Bills fans. These teams truly are 2 of the best in the league. Personally, I've got both of them as top 5 teams in the entire league, not just in the AFC.
I agree.
And I have a sneaking suspicion one of these guys is going to be representing us in the AFC championship playoff.
Yes, bro. I agree with that.
100%.
Yep.
Ravens are just the Ravens. There's always a formidable opponent against anyone. And they have so many weapons on offense. Lamar's arsenal is so full. He has to be on his A game along with the rest of the locker room because the Bills are nothing to sneeze at. A big addition to already proven wide receiver is going to be who we touched on earlier, DeAndre Hopkins. That is a big, big addition. Everyone already knows how much of a weapon he can be on short routes and the deep ball. Then add in Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman at the 1-2. I expect Lamar's passing game to flourish this year. He did great last year. He has improved every single year in his pass game.
I agree with that.
That is
because that was the biggest flaw.
Yes,
What's
100%,
that?
always. And even when he got his short passes down, it's the deep ball that was worrisome. But next thing you know, boom, Rashad Bateman was his guy last year, dude. In the end zone, Bateman just couldn't be fucking stopped.
Yep.
He was an absolute monster. The Ravens really surprised me as an underdog game. There's an underdog in this.
I know.
In the last 3 seasons, Ravens have been underdog 9 times and are 5-3-1 when they're the pup.
Dogs are barking.
Dogs are barking. Last time they played, these teams combined, they put up 52 points. And it would have been more if Mark Andrews would have caught the fucking ball right on the red zone or on the goal line.
Or you lose to a toe. Was that the Chiefs, right? Yeah, that was the Chiefs. His kryptonite. He's like, don't you dare call my kryptonite. Nope.
But this is a new year. This is a new year.
New year, new me.
Yes, sir. What do you got on the Ravens?
I don't got much, brother, because the game itself is just so well-rounded on both offense and defense. Their offenses are truly elite. I mean, you can just name off some teammates, but we already know most of them. But with Lamar, actually, when he runs, though, that's where the Ravens truly excel. Because I think that's where they had failed in the playoffs last year. He wasn't running the ball. I think it was against the Texans. We were a little iffy that the Texans were going to be able to beat the Ravens in that game. But he actually stepped up the second half, and that's where they really just started to pull away. So if they keep that consistency, I really feel that the Ravens could really pull it off. And it's going to be in Buffalo. So, but
this game is not in sub-zero temperature.
That's another thing, right? And it's not. It's only what, September?
Right.
So, but I think the biggest factor for me, what I believe, is who can keep the ball away from the quarterback the longest. Who's going to slow down the pace of the game? It's going to be up to both teams. You don't want to put the ball in Josh Allen's hands. You don't want to put the ball in Lamar's hands. Both of them are clutch. Both of them can run when they need to. They can both fucking scramble. And clearly now Lamar can throw. As long as he doesn't throw it to Mark.
I completely agree.
That's the biggest thing.
I think
they're one of the most highest teams to convert in the red zone because they always score. Yeah,
yes,
the Ravens.
they are.
Exactly. James Cook. I'm pretty sure that was the name of
that's their running back. Dalvin Cook's brother.
He was, yes, I forgot about that too. He was one of the best running backs in the league last season.
He popped off towards the end of the season. Those last 8 games, he was like,
I think he had more touchdowns than all the running backs last year.
He had a crazy amount of touchdowns towards the end of the season.
I think that was another candidate for like one of the best running backs in last season over Saquon or with Saquon, Derrick Henry, etc.
He had 16 touchdowns, tied for first place in running back touchdowns.
Yeah, man.
I think that was tying Derrick Henry.
Yeah, exactly. But again, Derrick Henry, King Henry, right?
You goddamn right.
We can't forget about him. It's not
Fuck no.
The run game. Yeah, the run game was with Lamar, Josh Allen, James Cook, but the King is there. Dude blew up. Well, I forget what game it was. First snap of the game, 80, 90-yard touchdown. Yeah, once he breaks free, it's wraps. They're not going to get him. But the spread, though, man, it's just so scary to look at, so scary to touch. If you think both of these teams... If you can probably take both these teams in the plus money, depending if it's a live wager, you can take right now the Ravens as underdogs in the plus money. And if the Ravens score first, you got the Bills as the underdogs in plus money.
Easily, very quickly.
You can hedge it. You can hedge it out the beginning. Another one that I was a prop that I love from FanDuel is the winning margins. There's one in there that's 1 to 13 points. I don't see either of these teams winning by more than 13 points. So technically 14 and more. But again, the odds of it aren't the best, so you're better off looking at a live wager. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I want to hear yours before I give you my pick.
Yeah. So, I mean, with all that being said about the Ravens, you cannot count this Bills team out of a football game ever. Josh Allen and this Bills team already showed that they have what it takes to beat the best of the best, and they have the possibility to do that against the Ravens. They managed to lose the game against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. They lost by a field goal, 32-29. Josh Allen finished the year with 3,731 passing yards, 14th place in quarterbacks, 28 touchdowns, tied for 7th, 6 interceptions. That is an amazing stat for this guy because 2 years ago, he was in double digits, like high double digits.
That was one of my favorite props.
That was one.
Yeah.
Yes, because that was when you started getting big on the interception prop.
Bro. Continue.
Huge improvement compared to the last 2 years. And he had a 74.8 QBR quarterback rating, tied for first place in the entire fucking league. Buffalo seems to be the favorite on paper, and rightfully so. They've won their last 10 home games. The Ravens have failed to cover 3 of their last 4 season opener games as underdogs. The Ravens have lost each of their last 5 games as road underdogs against AFC East opponents. The home team has covered the spread in each of the Bills' last 5 games. All of that
Didn't know that.
sounds like it should be an easy bet, and you should lean towards Buffalo.
Should.
Not so fast, my friend. Lee Corso, the GOAT. I genuinely believe that the Ravens have just all around a better overall roster on offense and on defense, and I believe Lamar is a better quarterback than Josh Allen.
Big, bold statement.
Well, go back and check the stats last year because Lamar got absolutely robbed from MVP. He beat Josh Allen in every category except one.
That was 2 years ago, right?
No. That was last year. Josh Allen won MVP. Lamar beat him in every category except one, but they still gave Josh Allen the MVP.
Touchdowns or something.
I've never seen a participation trophy handed out like that before, dude. Like, they were so scared to give this man 3 MVPs in a row. It was the same shit with fucking Jokic.
Yeah. Basketball player.
It was just such bullshit.
The same thing.
It was so stupid.
But the dude does average like a triple-double. Like
That's what I'm saying, bro. And
yeah.
I forget who even won MVP last year, but they
I don't
did.
remember either.
Oh, it was Shai Gilgeous Alexander.
Oh, yeah, SGA. Yeah.
Nikola Wood.
I think he was happy. Did you see? Actually, it's funny you bring that up. When Nikola Jokic won the 3rd or 2nd MVP, he was like, "Yay!"
He don't care.
Did you see how happy he was when
Horse
his
races,
horse
baby.
won a race? He
Yeah.
started bawling. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Genuinely, I love
That just shows that man he's like, I ball, like I know what I do, like
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it a whole lot, but I'm making ungodly amounts of money.
Right.
But this is not where my heart lies.
Exactly.
And I digress.
Yeah. Continue. Sorry.
I think the Ravens defense will be able to slow down the pace of the Bills offense. And going back to exactly what John said, whoever has the proper time management in this game wins the football game. 100%. So I think if the Ravens are able to manage the clock while on offense and they can limit the reps of the Bills offense, I think they win this game. It's not an easy one, but you already know who I'm going with. Give me Flock Nation, baby, all fucking day. Give me Ravens money line. Fuck the spread. And give me over 49.5. They hit 52 last time they played.
Yeah.
This is going to be an electric game. And give me Ravens money line over 49.5.
It doesn't scare you at all. That's in Buffalo. Nothing like that.
Not one bit. Not one bit.
So it's in Buffalo.
Baltimore's not that far from Buffalo.
And I think Allen is ready for that ring just as much as Lamar is.
Oh, for sure.
I'm so ready for this game, bro. This is the game for me. Arguably the best game of the year. Arguably. Because everyone can probably have a positive opinion that one of these two will make the Super Bowl. One of these two. And who knows? Maybe one of these two who win that championship game will win the Super Bowl. I'm curious. I'm curious to see how it's going to go. I can't bet the winner, but if you put a gun to my head, I think the Bills get it done.
Boom, 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 boom. You're
done,
dead,
brother.
John.
Hey, we'll see, man. It's in Buffalo.
Floating in
Josh
the fucking
Allen.
water.
Hey, man, we'll see. I love this though. And it's not. I like to hear it when it's.
Oh yeah.
We're not always on the same.
Most definitely.
flow here.
I
You
don't
just
like
never
when we're
know.
on the same page all the time.
But that's what makes it antsy. Hey, we text each other like, "Hey, bro, did you see that shit? You were right or you were wrong." Blah blah blah. In the end of the day, it's all in the love. Of
Oh yeah,
football.
most definitely. If you can't have this competitive spirit and take your losses like a champ, and take your wins
Playing
with
the
a soft
wrong game
heart.
here.
Yeah, exactly. But doubling back on what you said about the Super Bowl, if, in my opinion, let's say the Eagles make it back.
Yeah.
The Chiefs aren't beating them. That's for goddamn sure.
Right.
It has to be the Ravens or the Bills.
There's one more team in there. There is one more team.
In the AFC?
Yes. Yes. That leads me to the next game.
Next game's both NFC.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I suck at these fucking decisions. But this is another team who I can picture
That's what we're
going
here
to
for. That's
the
what we're here
Super Bowl.
for.
Exactly. Can I bring this in?
Let's do it, baby.
We have. Actually, before I bring it in, we were going to talk about this was a big toss-up because we wanted the best 3 games to talk to you guys about for the opening episode of the season. We had the Vikings versus the Bears. It's an interesting concept. Other one was Seahawks versus the 49ers. And
Both
I
of
don't
those
know
are very
how-
intriguing.
It is. It is.
And I'm the one that texted John about those games, and I don't know how this game flew under the radar.
Yeah, it did.
John's the one that brought this up, and I was like, fucking duh.
We have the Detroit freaking Lions versus the Packers. What type of game is this?
This is divisional.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's favoring the Packers at -2.5 when I saw the over and under is at 51.5.
What?
That was
Today?
so high. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I only made this cheat sheet here 2-3 hours ago. Wow. I was shook. So we have what? Jared Goff, Jordan Love.
47.5.
Oh, well, I saw it at 51. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
So 4-point difference. Nonetheless, again, Jared Goff, Jordan Love, Jamar Gibbs, and Montgomery, Josh Jacobs, Amon St. Brown, and more versus Dobbs. That's why, but that's the key, what I just said there, right? And more. Lions have so many freaking good players.
Got firepower.
Laporta. I'm missing one more big receiver here.
I don't want to tell you.
Is
He's one of my talking points.
Okay, then I'll keep it there. I'll keep it there for him. But that brings me to the Green Bay side. You know what? I'll circle back in a second. Now, with the Lions having a new offensive coordinator, but not just that, a new defensive coordinator, we could see a completely new team.
Lions got a new DC?
They do. They do. Both sides. So, well, obviously, still Campbell, the main coach. But
Right.
We could
Dog.
see this. We could see this change. We can. So, health is a big topic, and that's what brings me to this. Lions are fully healthy, bro, except for their defensive side. They have 4 or 6 players missing on from their starting lineup from the defense. That's where the Packers need to capitalize. If they don't, then I don't see how they win, even if they're at home. And I believe that's the only reason why they are favored, because it's at home. But for the Green Bay Packers, 3 big wide receivers are missing from this game, guys. Jaden Reed, Dontavian Reed, or that's his last name, right? Reed? Wicks. And Christian Watson.
They're out?
Yep, they're questionable. They're questionable
Okay.
at the time of writing this. So we could see a change, maybe 1 or 2 come in by Sunday. That's what I'm sure Jordan Love is hoping for. So he really has to lock in, build that chemistry that he's been trying to build for the past couple of months. And now it's going to be up to him to prove it to everyone. We need to witness it to the public eye. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Again, just doubling back on what John said, an amazing divisional matchup. You've got the Lions versus the Packers. This is going to be a great game. I'm pretty sure Lions beat them 2 times last year. They beat them both.
Yep.
Both games.
Yep.
Lions finished last year with an unbelievable record. I don't know if anybody had a better record in the league. 15-2.
Hey, they were first seed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
15-2. The 2 losses came from the Vikings, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
And then they turned around and spanked them
Yeah.
in the playoffs, man. That was just completely outclassed them. But
Off topic, do you feel like it was fair that they got rid of Sam Darnold after he had an amazing Vikings season?
most definitely.
You think so?
Yeah, because that's all they put him in for was to showcase him for other teams. He wasn't meant to stay there. J.J. McCarthy is their guy.
See, and that's why I'm like, okay, you know what? I could live with them letting him go because at least now he got to show the shit that he can do, and now he's a starting quarterback for the Raiders?
Seahawks.
Right.
Geno
Geno Smith
went
is out.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I think at least he still came up with something out of all that because he
Most
used to
definitely.
be a bench boy.
And
I don't think
that's what it was
belongs.
meant to be.
Yeah.
That's 100% what was supposed to happen was Sam Darnold, go out there, you give the best performance of your entire career, which he did. That was the best season of his entire career. I mean, granted, you did have a top 2 wide receiver
Yep.
that you got to throw the ball to. But
Yep.
at the end of the day, you still have to be able to make accurate throws. You still have to be able to read a defense. You still have to be able to know where the pressure's coming from. And Sam Darnold did all of that. That man was a top 10 draft pick of his draft class.
Yeah.
And you catch glimpses of it, of why he was that early in the draft. I think Sam Darnold's going to do great in Seattle. It really sucks that Lockett's not there, Metcalf's not there. But to me, JSN is an absolute superstar, and he proved that last year that he is ready to be WR1, and he's going to do that.
Like that.
But back to the Lions and Packers. Packers are a very fun team to watch. They finished 11-6, third in the NFC North. Jordan Love is about to look a whole lot more promising this year, as long as the wide receiver room stays healthy.
Yeah.
Stays healthy. That is the main
biggest topic
component
here.
to this team, man.
It is. Health overall.
A big addition for them is going to be Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden, first round draft pick by the Packers, superstar wide receiver coming out of the Longhorns.
He's on the starting lineup? Or he probably will be, right?
I'm sure he will be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if you're saying those guys are questionable, I guarantee he's already taken the reps to be in on a lot of plays.
All right. Good to keep him
Kid's 22 years old. He looks very promising. He reminds me a little bit of Adonis Mitchell for the Colts. But they definitely needed another threat in their wide receiver room because there's just no solidified wide receiver one, in my opinion. They're still
pretty equal.
Yeah, everybody's pretty equal. Watson's really good. Wicks is really good.
Gene Reed,
And Romeo.
Romeo Dobbs. I forgot.
Yeah,
about the
Romeo
guy.
Dobbs.
He's the only healthy one, I think. I think he's
And
literally
he's a monster.
Yeah,
They're all really good, but they're all, if they are top notch healthy, that's a dangerous wide receiver.
Exactly.
That's the problem, though, is the healthy factor. Don't get me wrong. Dontavian Wicks, Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed all have a lot of upside for them, but this team was riddled with injuries throughout the year, and that definitely put a damper on the pass game. You know who saved their ass last year? Josh fucking Jacobs.
Yes,
You're goddamn
sir.
right, John.
Yes, sir.
He made up for it and was an absolute monster last season. 301 carries, 1,300 yards, 16 touchdowns, averaged 78 yards a game. 78 yards a game is rock solid performances. That's what you want from a running back.
Yep.
Those are very reliable numbers, and that means that you have a durable running back one. He deserves his flowers. That's what's going to make this team so dangerous this year is the fact that they have an abundance of good players.
Great word.
And thank you. I read my thesaurus this morning. And
Wow. New Nick. New words, new Nick.
whoa,
New
watch
pot.
out. And to make matters worse for the Lions this game, they have to play at Lambeau Field, which is always a nightmare, especially for anybody in the NFC North. Bears don't like playing there. Lions don't like playing there. Vikings don't like playing there. That all sucks for them.
Right.
But we're talking about them playing the goddamn Detroit Lions. We're talking about the Detroit Lions that went 15-2 last year. We're talking about the Detroit Lions that have a healthy Aiden Hutchinson back. That is a bad man right there. And he has the potential to be Defensive Player of the Year. I can see him in the contention there.
Okay.
But
Yeah, we could be seeing Micah Parsons just being overhyped for all we know.
exactly, because in my perspective, Micah Parsons isn't a threat to the rush game.
And I will say the way they were like advertising heavy on this Micah Parsons trade, potential trade, now that it did happen, it was a true trade. I could not stop seeing it everywhere, like everywhere, bro. And I'm like, I mean, he's great. Don't get me wrong. He's good. He deserves his flowers, like you say. But like enough for it to just bombard my timeline, my feed all the time. Did it deserve that
Everybody wanted to be breaking the news and shit like that.
Yeah.
I actually just went through, side note, I just went through my football cards and I have 2 Micah Parsons rookie cards.
Hey, man, there you go.
And I have a Bijan Robinson rookie card.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I couldn't
like that
believe
one.
it. I was fucking baffled.
My fault.
No, you're good. You're good. If you weren't a fan of the Lions this year, then you either don't like good football or you're a Packers fan or you're a Vikings fan or you're a Bears fan. Those are the only excusable reasons for that. The fire that Dan Campbell lit under their ass this year was unbelievable. I know it all doesn't fall down to him, you know. He's just there to, like I said, light a fire under your ass.
Yep.
Like, make sure you are the best you possible. He wants you to reach your full potential. And I think it was like 2 years ago they did Hard Knocks. Maybe not Hard Knocks, but it was just a clip. And he's sitting there crying in front of the team. He's like, I think about you guys every day when I go to bed. I think about you guys day and night. I just want you to be the best version of yourself possible. And that's all I'm here for. And I'm getting chills reciting it.
Yeah.
He is such a good coach, man. That's what you want in a head coach.
I agree. Inspire.
Yes, exactly. A lot of people seem to be concerned, though, about the offensive coordinator leaving, Ben Johnson.
Right.
He was a crucial part of their success last season, which only means one thing. You get head coach positions right when you have a season like that. And, of course, you don't knock him for taking the head coaching job for the Bears.
That's what they work for, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Growth.
Exactly. Boom. You just hit the nail right on the head. Rightfully so, you know, takes the head coaching position for the Bears. Not surprised there at all. And I think he will be a great fit for that young offense.
Right.
But the new guy they hired, John Morton, was very high in demand over in the offseason for a lot of teams. And why would you not want to go to arguably one of the top 5 offenses in the league? You know?
Yeah.
I don't think a new OC changes anything about how this offense operates. They will continue to run the ball down everybody's throat and also be able to have an air raid offense when the time is right. I mean, that was fundamentally how they operated their team last year, which I don't knock them at all. One notable thing to watch out for, though, is going to be how Sonic and Knuckles are used in the backfield. David Montgomery, you know, he got hurt towards the end of the year, but it didn't hurt the offense one fucking bit because Jahmyr Gibbs is an absolute superstar. Montgomery won't be a bench warmer. People saying Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be taking 75% of the reps and, you know, 80, 85%. I don't see that happening at all. It's going to be the same scenario as last year. I think Gibbs will take the majority of the workload.
Montgomery will punch it in.
Montgomery fucking punches it in. It's the 1-2, man. That's how it works. I mean, it is a two-headed dragon in that backfield. That's what worked for him last year. Why would you change that?
It was the Grant Packers who did it too, right? Aaron Jones and someone.
They had Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon.
A.J. Dillon.
Yeah, wow. What a blast from the past. A.J. Dillon.
Yeah, I remember.
What an OG. Of course, you have Amon-Ra St. Brown, who will be a constant threat for any defense he faces, but the rising star for this team is going to be the wide receiver you couldn't remember, Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams, man. Yeah. He's ready to ball out this year, and he is completely primed for it. So, 2023, 24 catches, 354 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nothing special, right?
Yep.
The very next year, y'all, 58 catches for over 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. That is such a huge improvement. If you are in like, you know, an 8-man league and he's sitting on the available waivers, I'd pick him up. I'd throw him in a flex all day. After last season, defenses, you know, not only had to worry about Amon-Ra, but now they got to worry about this guy who's a potential up-and-coming superstar. Another player, like I already touched on, I'm super, super excited to see play again, is Aiden Hutchinson. He has been busting his ass all offseason to come back better than ever, and I think he has the capability to do that. If you're not scared of him as a quarterback, you're fucking stupid. That man is a threat. He moves off that ball like TJ Watt, man, and he deserves... Oh, I'm telling you. Right, he will be a Defensive Player of the Year contender if he stays healthy and if he healed right.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out.
We're sitting here talking about all this. Micah Parsons is a fucking Packer right now, you know. He could cause hell for Jared Goff.
Yeah, we can't forget about it.
But I can see the reasoning for the Packers being the favorite here. On paper, once again, looks good. Everything looks good. But I don't see them slowing down this fine-tuned offense of the Lions whatsoever.
I agree.
You ready for the pick?
I want to give you one pick before I give you my main pick. You were talking about numbers and important players, and I think one that we didn't touch on too much, which I really like, and I've betted him plenty last season, and that's the Lions tight end, Sam Laporta. Dude has been consistent all season long, season after season for me, when I
Oh, yeah.
bet him at least. And the last 3 games that he's played, Green Bay guys, he had 6 targets each game. Each game. He's projected 3.8 to 4.3 receptions. His line right now is actually sitting at 3.5 in the plus money. If you want some cushion, because he's caught 9 out of 18, so that's 50%. It could be a coin toss. But with all them healthy, and everyone in the Green Bay Packers are just going to try to focus the wide receivers like Micah Parsons. He's going to have
like that.
Amon St. Brown locked up.
I like where your head's at.
And maybe Williamson. But I like him.
But the Packers did get rid of Jair Alexander.
I'm okay with it, though. I still like him for at least 3 receptions.
Oh, no. I'm saying, like, that's going to leave,
yes. More open windows for him to get a target or even a reception.
Most definitely. Then, if Laporta lines up on the right side, Micah Parsons lines up on the left.
Big dip, man.
Parsons will rush in, Laporta up and over. I mean, that is a gap right there. You're going to have to pull either a linebacker or bring a safety in.
And he loves him already in the red zone.
Exactly. So just for a cover defense. They're not even going to be playing man on Laporta.
Yeah.
And that, like you said, is all day for just boom, 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 boom. Quick little target.
I'm only asking for 3. If you get 4, awesome. But hey, that's one to look at.
Sam Laporta for 3 catches.
Easy.
Lock that in.
Easy.
Lock that in. I like that.
That's my pick as far as a prop. That's my favorite player prop in that game. 100%.
Good read, John.
I will say, though, as far as the main pick, I'm leaning towards the Lions to win the game as underdogs. I guess it's because that home field advantage is the only reason that they're favored at -2.5. But still, with Green Bay not having their full offensive line from the time we record this, if they are still questionable, I got to take the Lions at +2.5. I do.
John, I'm going to have to agree with you. Give me the Lions +2.5. The books have this wrong. They think because they got Micah Parsons and Matthew Golden that they're like 2 players are going to change the outcome of this game. Do we not forget that the Lions beat them twice last year? Granted, they were close games. One game was by 2 scores. One game was by 1 score. But I don't see that the Lions +2.5 after the season they had last year.
Exactly.
That's batshit crazy to me.
Yep.
That doesn't make sense. Give me the Lions +2.5 over 47.5. What do you like on the over/under?
I never touch over and under.
So that puts us at 48. That's 27-21.
The Packers need to take advantage. That was the first points that I said at the beginning of when you chose this game. The Packers need to capitalize on the loss of the Lions' defensive line. If they can, then I can see a high-scoring game. 47.5, right?
Yep.
What, 21 plus 20?
21-27 is 48. That's over.
I like the under.
Under, really?
If I had to choose.
I can see it happening 100%.
I could just see the Lions doing very well, and then Packers get maybe a touchdown and a field goal. Maybe 2 touchdowns, and that's it. Like, again, if the wide receivers are still questionable, if they're fully healthy, if both teams are fully healthy, you can give me over 51.5, which was the line that I thought I saw, and I would take the over. But that's just my opinion.
Another leg I would take would be Josh Jacobs, ATD.
Speaking of running back, another one that I was reading about for a whole season, Aaron Jones. He was the
slept on
running back for the Vikings.
Yes.
Yeah. His line for the whole season is over 3.5 touchdowns. 3.5?
Well, they're banking on the backup slowly being phased in.
And then Justin Jefferson getting all the touchdowns probably, and whoever else the fuck is on
3.5 is his line for the season?
Yeah, right? That's exactly what I said. Yeah. And I don't want to drag it down too much, but again, just because you brought up a running back, that was one stat that I found. If you guys want to explore that, feel free to do so. I encourage it. I truly do. But 3.5 does not sound that much. The dude actually lost me $1,000 from winning because he didn't get a touchdown.
It's at 3.5.
Yeah, it blew my mind. It truly, truly did. So if you wanted to parlay that, take it straight. Honestly, I would take that straight. I might take that straight. I don't even blame you. That might be the golden pick of the whole season.
He had 7 touchdowns last year.
And I'm only asking for 4.
5 rushing, 2 receiving.
4.
He's a great receiving back, too.
Yeah.
I know he's on the decline for age, but
I couldn't believe it.
That's weird. That's weird. I don't like that line at all. I will add that to my futures parlay. 100%.
You're welcome.
So we're both in agreement. Lions plus 2.5.
Yes, sir.
Love it. Lock it the fuck in. I went ahead and cooked something up for you guys just real quick. This is going to be for Thursday Night Football. You know, I don't know if this episode is going to be out by Thursday Night Football, but we'll double back next week and see if it hit. Give me Jalen Hurts, ATD. I really like him for a quick tush push. I mean, there's no reason not to. It's either him or Saquon.
Exactly.
You know, that is a total coin flip.
Yep.
Give me Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown. Dak Prescott for 225 passing yards with that bad running back room. There's no way he doesn't hit this line. I don't know, man, but Cooper DeJean's a fucking ball hawk. I love that kid. Love Cooper DeJean. A.J. Brown, 40-plus receiving yards. Saquon Barkley, 2 receptions. Not yardage, 2 catches. I think that was one of his flaws in his game last year, was not being able to be a complete receiving running back. And I think that's something that he definitely worked on in the offseason. That's plus 348, which I love those odds. Absolutely love those odds.
I love it too. I can't knock it at all.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end of the episode, so you know what that means. It's time for the speed round, baby.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to do it.
Oh, you're goddamn right we're going to do it, Johnny boy. We're not going to cover games that we already touched on. If you want to hear those, just double back, listen to the podcast again, and you'll be able to hear our picks. I am ready whenever you are, brother. I can rattle off the first game if you'd like.
Go ahead first.
Kansas City Chiefs Kansas City Chiefs, Los Angeles Chargers in Sao Paulo, Brazil. We've got the Chiefs sitting at favorites at -3. Go ahead and give me the Chiefs -3.
I like the Chiefs -3. I agree. 3 even, over and under. Give me the over. Next one we got is New York Giants versus the Washington Commanders. Is favoring the Commanders at -5.5. Over and unders at 45.5.
Yep.
Give me the. Who's the quarterback for Giants now? It's not Daniel Jones anymore. He's the Colts. Who's Giants?
Russell Wilson.
Nah, I think Jaden Daniels gets it done. Give me
You goddamn right.
Give me the over 45.5. You're next.
All right, Commanders -5.5, over 45.5. Next game, we've got the Carolina Panthers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars favored at -3.5. Over under sits at 46.5. Go ahead and give me the Jaguars -3.5 at home, and under 46.5.
Give me the Panthers at +3.5 and under 45.5. I think Bryce Young made a couple of improvements in my head. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New York Jets. Give me the Steelers at -2.5. Over and unders at what? What's that say? 38?
38.5.
Oh, I agree. Give it under 38.5. That's my pick.
That's so funny. With that being such a low number, what are we at for that? That's 39 points, 16. Yeah, give me the Steelers -2.5, under 38.5.
You're next.
Oh, sorry. Raiders at the Patriots. Patriots are favored at -2.5. Over under sits at 43.5. Boy, oh boy, this is a tough one because Ashton Jeanty is coming in, but Patriots also have a solid running back with Henderson, and they got Stephon Diggs. I hate to say it, but by God, the Raiders got Geno Smith now. It's going to take a while for them to get everything under control. Jacoby Myers is really wanting a contract extension right now. Give me the Patriots -2.5, and I don't see this being a shootout by any stretch. Give me under 43.5.
I second that. Patriots -2.5, under whatever the fuck that is.
43.5.
43.5. Arizona Cardinals at New Orleans Saints. This one's interesting now that Derek Carr isn't there anymore.
Spencer Rattler.
But I do like Cardinals. What's that at? 6.5?
4.5.
Oh, 4.5.
No, 6.5. That's
touchdown.
Wild.
Hey, man, Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to do amazing. I think this whole season he's just going to do fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Cardinals at -6.5. Over and unders at 42. Give me the over.
I will take the Cardinals at -6.5, and I will take under 42.5. I don't think the Saints find the end zone more than twice. Next game, we have got divisional Bengals at the Browns. Bengals favored at -5.5. Over unders at 47.5. I love Joe Flacco. I love Jerry Jeudy. I love David Njoku. But at the end of the day, I'm going with the high-flying offense with the shitty defense. I expect them to outscore them by at least one touchdown. Give me the Bengals at -5.5. Give me over 47.5. That's an odd number to go over on for this game, but I like it, especially with the Bengals defense being a little bit weak, it being divisional. I could see Flacco air raiding this game to Jerry Jeudy for 2 touchdowns, maybe 1 touchdown rushing in, and then the Bengals to score 4 touchdowns. That gets you over.
Bengals -5.5, under 47.5. No,
Under? You're taking the under?
I like.
Okay, I respect it.
Miami Dolphins versus Indianapolis Colts. This is a 1-point spread favoring their 2-point spread. -1.5.
Damn near pick 'em.
Favoring the Colts under 48.5, 46.5.
Only if this game was flip-flop, just to be clear, the Dolphins would be favored at -1.5.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take the Miami Dolphins at +1.5, and you can give me the over 46.5.
I'm going to go ahead and take... I'm going to the game. Just give me the fucking Colts -1.5. I don't see this... I don't see this game being super electric, but I can see... Let's see. That'd be 14...
Pick
6,
one.
20. I'm doing goddamn math, John. 20. I can see the Dolphins putting up 27. Give me over 46.5. Colts -1.5. Next game, we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to go see the Falcons.
I like this one.
Falcons are not favored. Buccaneers are favored at -1.5. Over under sits at 47.5. I think this is a no-brainer against a rookie quarterback. They're still trying to learn everything. Michael Penix is a dog. He will be a great quarterback. Give me Tampa Bay with Bucky and Mike. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers -1.5. Give me 47.5. If I'm taking the over in the Dolphins and Colts game, I got to take the over in this. Give me over 47.5.
I'll take Buccaneers -1.5 under 47.5. I could just see them still, scoring 5 times and the Falcons score once. That's still under 47.5.
This game's interesting.
Tennessee Titans versus Denver Broncos. I'm going to go ahead and just straight up and take the Titans at +7.5. That is... Tony Pollard's now the main running back for that team, too.
Correct. And Cam Ward, #1 draft pick, baby. Calvin Ridley, too.
So I like that overall, to be honest with you. And over and under is the tricky one with this. But I'm going to take the under. 42.5.
Understandable. Man, I wish the Titans were at +8.5, but I will... Jesus Christ. Fuck it. Give me the Broncos -7.5. Give me under 42.5, though. Next game, 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. 49ers favored at -2.5, just a field goal. Over-unders at 43.5. They're expecting the defenses to lock this game up. Go ahead and give me the... I don't think the 49ers lose their home opener, man. I think McCaffrey comes back out swinging. And
they're not at home.
Huh?
They're not at home. You said the 49ers don't lose at home. They're home opener. They're not at home.
Season opener.
There
I'm
you
sorry.
go.
Season opener.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out where I stumbled on my words at. Yeah, give me the 49ers -2.5. Seattle's a very hard place to play. The stadium is designed for the away team to get fucked. Give me over 43.5. I like it. I think that'll be a fun game.
I'm going to take Seattle at +2.5. I don't know if Mr. Irrelevant can really get relevant again. But it's going to come down really to CMC, really.
Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall is going to be the best wide receiver in that game next to JSN.
Under... Actually, no. Give me +2.5 Seahawks. Give me the over 43.5. Detroit Lions, circle back and listen, guys. Houston Texans versus the LA Rams.
Ooh.
This one's really tough, but I think
Joe Mixon is out. Nick Chubb, the OG Nick Chubb is starting, man.
I'm going to take the Rams. I like the Rams at home in Casa in LA. Yeah, I like that. But Kupp isn't there anymore, is he?
Cooper Kupp is in Seattle.
Yeah, okay.
The Los Angeles, I didn't put that on the list.
That's a big one.
And yeah, I can't believe I missed that.
LA Rams -3 even, and give me the under 43.5.
He's taking the under against the Texans. Man, oh man. This all depends on Matthew Stafford's health. He has not been in good shape whatsoever, but it is really hard to bet against Puka Nacua, Kyren Williams, and Devontae Adams. Go ahead and give me the Rams -3, and I will take the under as well at 43.5. Next game, Buffalo Bills and Ravens. Double back and listen. After that, we have got our last game, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota at the Chicago Bears. Minnesota is only favored at -1.5. Over-unders at 44.5. These books have more faith in Caleb Williams and DJ Moore than they do JJ McCarthy and
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. Jesus Christ. Anyways, give me the Vikings at -1.5 on the road at Soldier Field, and I will take the under. Under 44.5. I think the Bears struggle to find the end zone once again.
I agree. I'd second that all the way through. -1.5 Vikings, under 44.5. That takes care of all the games, guys. Feel free to go back and listen to anything you want. Man, what if it feels so damn good to be back.
I'm back in the saddle, baby.
All right, guys. As always, please be sure to like, subscribe, share with your family, your friends. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, all our socials. We'll put it in the description below. And
don't let your kids listen.
I mean, why not?
Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Just let them play with your money, not mine.
You goddamn right.
As always, brother, it's great to have you back.
I love it, buddy.
The whole season.
We're back in the regular studio, too, by the way.
As you guys noticed. So feel free, again, to tune in, share with your family, and we will see you guys on the
next fucking week.
Peace.
Love you guys.